Hey guys, um, today is December 21st, 2018, and I am still in the same campsite that I was in yesterday. Um, Last night was good. I had a sighting, so I will just get straight into it. I was sitting here and I'd gotten a real light zap. I mean, real light. And right after that, from where this pine tree right here is, you see how the bushes are, really fast from there over to that pine tree. And about that quick is how fast it moved. We're almost a full moon last night. I think tonight is the full moon. But that particular area, excuse me, was in the shadows. But I saw that bipedal subject move across behind that tree. And after, I don't know, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, he stepped out to that side of the tree and sat there and looked at me for a minute. Now I couldn't just make out any facial features or anything like that, but I could definitely tell that that somebody big was standing there. And a car had come down the road, which I don't know if it startled him or not, but he ducked back behind the tree. And after the car had passed, I heard crash, 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 3 steps. And in that 3 steps, he'd gotten over into that area somewhere. So I'll walk over there in a minute and give you a little more detail on it. But as he was over there, I got green eye shine, or sorry, not shine, eye glow, kind of a fluorescent green, and just briefly. And then I started seeing the twinkle lights. And then I didn't hear anything else for about 5 minutes. And then I heard him step over in this area. And I got this real light, mild, let me get flipped around here again. Got this real mild zap. And, I had told him, I said, I can feel that and thank you. And I like it. Can you make it stronger? And about 2 seconds went by, and oh boy, did he make it stronger. It was a really, really good power zap, got tight in the chest. And that lasted for, I don't know, about 6 seconds, and maybe as many as 8 seconds, but it was a good one. And so then shortly after that, I had gone to bed. And after I was laying in bed, and I had my audio recorder going, after I laid down into bed, by that time it was 9 o'clock. The sighting happened at about 8:15. But I had heard a bag jiggle that had some beer cans and bottles in it, but it could hear it jingle. And then I heard my excuse me, I heard my ice chest open, and I could hear the ice moving around in it, and the ice chest closed. And then my storage crate that's got 2 latches on it, and I'll show you guys that here in a minute, but I heard those latches unlatch, and the lid got taken off and either set on the ground or something, and then put back on, and then both the latches closed. James was sound asleep in his truck. He's sleeping in the back camper shell You know, so the lid's closed, tailgate's closed, you know, so he wasn't up. But we'll take a walk over here, and I'm waiting on my buddy Chuck to get in here. But so anyway, we'll walk over here, and I'll just kind of point this out. Now, I don't know if it was behind that tree, that pine tree back there, the big tall one, but it was here to behind this other pine tree that I saw the figure move through. And I'm telling you, he's moving fast. I mean, if there was no brush, no trees or anything in here, I couldn't cover that distance as fast as he did. But this was the tree that he was behind. And I don't know if he was actually standing on that log or standing behind it, but he'd kind of stepped out and leaned like this and looked right at me, and about this long, and then he came back behind the tree. And then from there, crash, 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 and you know, it sounded like 3 steps. It might have been 4, but to cover that distance, you know, because he was across the wash and you know, that little creek right there, and in just a few steps. I can't find any sign on the ground other than there's this freshly broken branch right here that's laying on the ground. You know, so, you know, did he drop down on all 4s to get through here? I have no idea. I couldn't see him. It was completely pitch black in here. So we'll come back up over here. And so as I went to bed, you know, there's my tent. This is what I hear. And then I hear this. And then I hear this. I have this all on audio. And the interesting spot about it is anybody who's seen the Finding Bigfoot Season 2 episode where they were in Payson, Arizona, and the older gentleman, he had the video of the juvenile Sasquatch getting into his ice chest. That was Mitch. This was Mitch's area. He worked this area 8 years, maybe 10 years. I think 8 years. And a lot of what I do is based on, you know, a lot of his stuff and a lot of my own stuff. But, you know, this is the area. And that's the table where, as far as I know, that's the table that the ice chest was on, that the juvenile Sasquatch was videotaped getting in. We've had a lot of wood knocks. You know, a bunch of clacks, and a lot of twinkle lights. So this is a pretty active area, and I'm happy to be here. It's nice being able to have another area to come into and have my interactions with the forest people, and well, there it is. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Peace out.